Friends, welcome to English Study Point. Today, in this video lecture, I am beginning with comparative literature, its origins, definition, and scope of this genre called comparative literature. So, first of all, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe coined the term Welt literature or world literature in the year 1827, after which a combination of a genre called comparative literature occurs for the first time in a private letter of Matthew Arnold in the year 1848. This particular genre for the first time emerged in the 19th century. Now, here I am telling you the reasons why Goethe coined this term called comparative literature or world literature. First of all, the major reason or prime reason of introducing comparative literature is for the sake of cultural exchange. So he believes that reading literature of other cultures could enrich one's understanding and exposes a reader to different ways of thinking and feeling. It would lead in a way cross cultural exchange. Then another one is universal themes. He acknowledged many themes in literature are universal, which transcends national borders and languages. Encountering these themes across different cultures promote a sense of shared human experience. Then third reason is breakdown of parochialism. So Goethe wanted to break down national prejudices and encourage study and enjoyment of foreign literature, which in turn could help foster international understanding. Fourth reason is artistic growth. He observed cross pollination of ideas. By engaging with literature of other cultures, writers could develop new techniques and perspectives. Then, Enlightenment ideals. Goethe lived during Enlightenment era. This particular period put emphasis on reason, science, and respect for humanity. These principles encourage thinkers to look beyond immediate context towards a broader humanistic perspective. Last one is historical context. So Goth era was marked by so many revolutions. Reorganization of states and literature naturally responded to these transformation, and due to this reason Goth wants to harness these energies through comparative study. Here comes definition of comparative literature. Comparative literature is an academic field or a separate genre that studies literature beyond the boundaries of one particular country or cultural group. It involves the analysis of texts across languages, cultures, epochs means era, and genre. This means, in a simple words, that it is a study of literature beyond national boundaries. It keeps its prime focus on sharing cross cultural experiences. Here we study different scopes of comparative literature. First one is cross national focus. So it examines literature across different countries. It encourages understanding of cultural diversity through literary works. It invites comparison of themes, genres, structures across national literature. Then another one is interdisciplinary approach. So it tries to integrate methods from history, philosophy, arts, and it opens dialogue between literature and other disciplines like sociology or anthropology. It also tried to analyze literary texts within broader cultural and social context. Then third one is diachronic analysis. Diachronic means how language is evolved and developed. So it studies the historical development of literary movements and genres. It looks at the evolution of themes and narrative techniques over time. It considers impact of historical context on literature. So it also have its use in this literary theory and criticism. It try to analyze texts using various critical lenses from literary theory such as Marxism, feminism, post-colonialism. By using these critical lens, theorists uncover deeper meanings, ideologies, powerful structures which try to foster critical thinking, analytical skills through diverse critical lenses. Then, global and regional connections. It explores connections between global and local literature. It identifies universal patterns as well as particularistic expressions in literature. It encourages comparative studies of post colonial literature from different regions. Recognizes importance of translation studies. So it examines role of translation in transmitting literature across cultures. It discusses impact of translation on preserving or altering meaning. It encourages relationship between language, culture and identity. Multimedia and digital humanities. So it analyzes literature's adaptation into various forms such as films, games, digital space. It utilizes these digital tools for textual analysis and visualization. It engages with the changing nature of text in the digital era. Then the second last one is canon formation. So it examines how literary canons are formed and the role of comparative literature in redefining these traditional canons. Last one is comparative methods. Last one is comparative methods. This particular literature helps us in telling comparative methods. What are the different sorts of comparative methods with the use of which we are able to do comparison between the text? So first of all, it tells with the help of themes, common themes present in the text, we are able to compare text, and also we are able to do intertextuality between two different types of text. And comparison can also be done through genres across different cultures. Here I have chosen these two particular epics in order to tell you example of comparative literature, how comparison between these two different texts can be done. Here I am telling you reasons why these epics are part of comparative literature. First, it involves cultural exchange and influence. These are two epic narratives from ancient India. They are fine examples of comparative literature. Both epics have traveled beyond their cultural and geographical origins and influenced literature, art, oral traditions in various parts of Asia and beyond. They have been adapted into numerous local languages, contexts, showing how literature can transcend boundaries, adapting to cultural norms, values of diverse populations. Then another reason is common archetypal themes, and these themes may include like hero's quest, good versus evil, righteous path, which we attribute as dharma. So these are themes which are similar in epics like Homer's Iliad, Odyssey, and these themes reflect universally relevant narratives, enabling cross-cultural dialogue with the literary space. Third one is variations and versions. So there are multiple versions and retellings of Ramayana, Mahabharata across South or Southeast Asian cultures such as Thai Ramakian or Indonesian Ramayana. So comparative literature studies these and try to understand how narratives evolve when they interact with different philosophies, religion, historical contexts. Fourth one is character studies. So this particular comparative literature also help in doing character studies. So characters like Ram, Sita, Krishna, Arjuna have equivalents in other traditions which embark on personal journeys with moral ethical implications. So this sort of literature in a way provides rich field for comparative characters and also develops understanding of construction of epic heroes, and also try to tell their human flaws. Then last one is structural and narrative techniques. So we see that there is presence of frame narratives of Mahabharata, use of flashbacks, non-linear storytelling in these epics, which may provide a basis for comparing narrative techniques employed in other literary works, both ancient and modern. So comparative literature explores how different culture play with narrative to evoke emotion, build suspense, impart lessons, moral lessons, draws up parallels, and also note distinctions. Then with this video lecture ends here. Hope this video lecture will help you in your UGC NET English Literature exams. Thank you.